Nowadays, the industry has changed lips and bounds. If you have a problem, if your manager gives you a problem, you have to bisect and segregate with the smaller steps. Then you can reach to the ultimate goal. If you don't break the problem will remain as a problem and you will keep thinking how to solve it.
Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the A to Z Speaker Series. My name is Gwaur Tag. I am the head of Future Pathways at ISP Schools. Today, we are joined by an ISP parent and entrepreneur, Indrashish Das. Indrashish, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me here.
Let's jump straight in. Most people use digital infrastructure every second of the day without even know it exists. Why does that invisibility matter?
The invisibility actually is helping today's world to move forward. But if you give a pause with respect to that, how things are happening for simple transactions that goes from, say, a banking or you are buying something in the grocery shop, the swapping of your card, where actually you're buying something. If you think about the back end infrastructure that have been lying across from a subsea cable system to a telecom towers to the data centers, there are multiple aspects that is working now. So everything has been created on a platform which is much ease for a people or anybody to look around, even from a layman to or for people who doesn't understand technologies.
You yourself have been involved in banking, telecom, and IT for over 2 decades. What does a working week in digital infrastructure look like today?
Right now, the companies are looking for transformations. So what transformation is happening is that more of the manual activities are getting into online. As I said, that there is always a roadmap that goes, which is digitization, digitalization, and digital transformation. So as we talk about digitization, it happens from a paper, it goes to a PDF. And from digitalization, what happens from PDF, it goes to a CRM tool or an HRMS tool, or it goes to the intranet of the company, where I, as an employee, can have a better view with respect to what I'm doing. And the digital transformation is what happens is how the company looks with respect to modernize the mundane activities like the data entry operators.
Of course, and we're all more than familiar with PDFs and possibly internet as well. Indrashish, you studied business management, not computer science. So, how important is a technical degree to enter this field?
My biggest stepping stone is when I joined Reliance because we are completely into telecom and understanding the telecom processes, understanding the telecom infrastructure, understanding the telecom jargons. It's very important that you go through various refreshing courses. There are various very nice platforms like Coursera, like Udemy, like edX, where you actually can get into very basic to understanding what is a coding, what is exactly how innovation works. Computer science is something that helps you with respect to understanding some of the coding that basically it starts with respect to the infrastructure perspective, but not getting into the computer science to got into the telecom is something, the hands-on experience, if I should say, the hands-on experience, your understanding through different, because there are large companies who actually identify their resources, they build up the resources, they invest on the resources. And I was very privileged with respect to working in those companies where they have actually made me a telecom engineer. I was not a telecom engineer, but they made me a telecom engineer.
But looking now specifically at, maybe the top three skills every person entering this industry might need, what would they be and which ones would be the hardest to teach?
Critical thinking is something that is very, 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 very important. Second is the emotional intelligence. That is also very much required because as you talk about teamwork, as you talk about working with a group and problem solving abilities, the critical thinking part, the problem solving part, and the emotional intelligence. Because emotional intelligence is very much required as you work. There would be change of ideas, there would be disagreements that will happen. So as you keep changing yourself, as you keep adapting those things, it just, I mean, we none of us in a position can say I know the best. So it's all about working in a coalition with respect to that how collaboratively we can work and what is the best output that can happen.
Okay, so when you hire junior talent, can you break down what makes someone stand out beyond those traditional qualifications.
How receptive and how adaptive he or she is, what is the level of critical thinking, problem centric thinking that is required, because there are little different psychometric tests that we go through where we understand that how he or she would be with respect to accepting the change that is going to happen as he or she work with us, from the normal understanding of the languages or the technologies he or she has. He or she is a team player. So what we see, the interest to know, the execution ability, the critical thinking power.
It's been a great discussion. I've learned a lot. Thank you so much, Indrashish, for your time, for sharing your journey, and for giving parents and families insight into how to thrive in a career in the tech industry now and in the future. So thank you very much for your time.
And thank you very much for having me here again.